So what we're going to be doing, going to basically go by design, and I'm going to tier these. So, Turtwig. I like its design like a lot. I really do. I'm going to give it an A. I really like its design. It's really cute. It's simple. It's a turtle. Simple, cute. Can't go wrong with that. Actually, you can go wrong with that because Grotle, I don't like it as much. I'm going to give it a lower rank. But then Torterra is amazing. This thing's so cool. Chimchar is a really good design. It's cute. It's a little fire monkey. It's so cute. I'm going to put it there. This thing, I like it better than Grotle, so I'll put it up here. We might adjust things as we go along, but I do like it better than Grotle, so I feel like it needs to be up higher. And then this thing is amazing too. I'm gonna put it here. I like Torterra a lot better than Monferno, but yeah, this thing's got an amazing design too. Actually, I'm gonna put it up here. I love this thing. Not another gaming channel. Here, tearing these based off my opinion of their design. Piplup is really cute. I'm gonna put it up here. This thing's actually really good too. I like its design. I'll put it here. But this thing has a really cool design. So, I mean, this thing, it's water steel type, so that's automatically a cool typing, and I think they really do a good job at expressing that in its design. You've got like it's like the little metal portion that you can see here. Starly, it's very simple. I'm going to put it down here. This thing, I don't really like Staravia because it just looks so goofy. It's got this weird little curl on its head. But this thing looks really cool. Staraptor's always been a cool Pokemon. I know it's like it's kind of a dated design because when they created this thing, they were going for like the emo look that was big in 2006 and 2007. But I still think this thing looks cool. So Bidoof, based on its design, it's really goofy, but I feel like that actually makes it up higher than D because it actually has a unique goofiness to it. It's like you see that and you automatically know what it is. It's just goofy, you know. It's really goofy. They even gave it like a goofy role in the Mystery Dungeon games. This thing, I feel like it's lower than its Bidoof stage because it's basically just a beaver. We'll put it there. Let's see. Kricketot has a unique look to it. I like its little antenna on it, but I don't feel like it's as good as up here, you know. But Kricketune, I'll put it down here too. I mean, it's pretty unique, but yeah, it is really unique. I like its mustache. That's what's going to bring it up over the top to put it up in B. It's got a mustache like that. I like that. We got Shinx here. Shinx is a very iconic Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl. It's very iconic. Like, this is the electric type that everyone goes to. And I mean, look at it. It's got like a little star on its tail. It's like a little cub. This thing is down here with Grotle, I feel. I mean, it's got, you know, the star as well and everything, but it's got this weird hood. I don't know. It's like its hair. I don't know how to describe that. It's like a squire during medieval times. That's the best way I can describe it. I feel like that's going to be a common thing throughout this. You're going to find the middle stage forms of the Pokemon are going to be lower than the first and last stage, but we'll work with that. Luxray, though, I feel like this one goes up to S tier based on its design. Like, I mean, looking at that, you get the idea. It's an electric type. It looks so cool. It's got eyes like that, you know. You can't really zoom in, but its eyes are like they glow red. And that's basically the idea of Luxray. Its eyes are glowing red. It's known as the Gleam Eyes Pokemon, to give you an idea. It's based off a lion, sort of. I forgot what animal. A lot of people say it's based off a lynx, but yeah, it might be based off a lynx. But it is really cool. Badoo is pretty simple, but I think it gets the job done. It gets the job done. It's meant to be the pre-evolution of Rosalia, and that's what they did a good job at conveying that. Now, Roserade's another one that's up here. Roserade's another one that's up here on S tier because it's got like the hair thing going. It's got the, you know, rose for hands. It's got a mask, and that's basically the theme of it. It feels sort of like Zorro, you know. It's got a mask going on. Hi, Jesse. No, Delcatty's not a Sinnoh Pokemon. I'm sorry. That's a Hoenn Pokemon. Maybe sometime I'll do a tiering of the Hoenn Pokemon by their design. So we have Craniadose. This thing looks pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, I like it. I'll put it there. It's a what's it called? A Pachycephalosaurus. Oh, it's one of those head-butting dinosaurs. And it looks really cool. And it's got like the spikes that they would have too. I like how it's like, you know, running. I feel like this. I don't know. I feel like this is better in design than this, maybe. I don't know. I mean, they're pretty even, but yeah, this is Rampardos here. I do like Rampardos' design. Yeah, this thing does have a really cool design with its spikes and everything. But I feel like I like this one a little bit better. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like they're pretty much on par, though. I'll put it there, though. Shieldon. It's alright. I'll put it right here. I mean, it's not the oh, sorry. It's not the greatest design. I mean, it's pretty simple, but I'll put it up here. I do like it better than Grotle. You know, Grotle's not the best Pokemon design. You know, I mean, it has like a goofy element to it, but this thing's pretty simple. I feel like it's a little bit higher than that. Here we got Bastiodon. This is another good one. I want this one up here, maybe. I like that. That is, okay, so this design is just so good. This is, like, look at that. You get the idea of what kind of Pokemon it is. It's rock steel type. You can get that idea by looking at it. You can tell it's a defensive powerhouse because its whole face. I think that's meant to be. It's supposed to look like a wall, they do a good job at making it look like a wall. It also sort of looks like a bulldozer too. But yeah, this thing looks so cool. It also, you know, has all these little spikes and everything here going on. So yeah, this thing is an amazing design. Here we've got. Next up, we've got a line of designs that are exactly the same. The Burmy family. And they're pretty simple, and I feel like they all deserve a place down here. Wormadam. No, I feel like I like the green one a little bit better than the rest, but, you know, they all kind of pretty similar. I'll put them a little bit up. A little bit up, yeah. Yeah, they look like a fluffier Metapod. Yeah, they do. But yeah, they're basically the same design. The Burmies are just different color coats. I'll give Wormadam that they actually have more distinction. You know, the green one has flowers. This one has like little pebbles, and this one has little frillies, I guess. Mothim's a very simple design. I feel like, honestly, Mothim's probably the moth or butterfly Pokemon that's kind of at the bottom, maybe. Yeah, it's there's so many other butterfly Pokemon that look better. So we'll just put that there. So next up we got the Vespiquen family, Combee and Vespiquen. I actually do like Combee's design because it's kind of unique. You know, thinking about it, a bee Pokemon, they could easily just make, you know, a little bee. But what they decided to do with Combee is they made little bee combs, also the bees. And I actually like that. Vespiquen, I like it too, but I think Combee is, like, really unique of an idea. Now, I'll put it up here. I really like the unique idea that they have. This is basically a beehive turned into a bee. Pacharisu is pretty simple. I'll put it down here. It's basically a white squirrel. We've got like little tail spikes, so you know it basically gives you the idea that it might have like a static electricity or something like that, but it's really basic. So now we have Weavile and Floatzel. I like their design. They're more than just simple weasel, or they're not even weasels. They're otters. Their name is based off weasel, but they're more of otters. And I do like their design. They've got like the little inflatable neck ring going on. They've got like little little wings on their arm to help them swim. They've also got two tails that they use as a propeller, which I like that a lot. I really like that idea. So, yeah, I don't know which one I like better, though. They're both really good. I feel like I like Weavile a little bit better, though, because, I don't know, Floatzel's ring is kind of, you know, I don't know. I like the idea of, like, a little neck ring more than a, whatever this is. Like a life preserver, a life jacket, maybe. So Cherubi is pretty simple. It's a cherry. I'll put it down here. Cherum. We've got two different forms of Cherum. This one's I'll put down here. But I like this form better, the overcast form. I like it a lot better, so I'll put it up here. I'll put it right there. I like that form better than the hideaway form and, you know, its base form. So we got Shellos and Gastrodon. Shellos is a very interesting design. But I really like Gastrodon's design. It does really well at, you know, conveying the information you'd need to know about it. Because, you know, you can look at that and tell it's a ground type. And also a water type. Plus, they don't have it here, but it's also got two different forms, east and west form. So you can basically decide which color you'd rather have, the pink one or the blue one. I feel like most of the time people use blue, so if I try to use it, I'd want to use a pink one just because, you know, it's a little different. Yeah, Ambipom, the evolution of Apom, and I really do like its design. I feel like it sits here. Oh, because it's just a little bit like it's just an Apom with an extra tail. So yeah, that's basically all I can think about that one. It's just Apom with a tail. So Drifblim and let me try to remember this guy. I'm like drifting on his name. Drifbloom. Okay, that's right. Drifblim and Drifbloom. I do like their design. This is very unique. So this is an actual balloon Pokemon, whereas, you know, Jigglypuff is known as the balloon Pokemon, but it's more like a little pink mammal than a balloon, and this is a literal balloon. So I do like that. I like its little X on its nose. I feel like they sit pretty safely together somewhere on here. I feel like they're actually up higher, though. I love their design. I really do. I do like how Drifblim, you know, has like its little arms. It's got like 4 arms. I like that. I like how they got a little cloud on their head. Is like I just said it's like a simple balloon, but they really added a lot of stuff to make it more than just a simple balloon. So I really like their design. We've got Baneri and Lopunny. We even got Mega Lopunny. Have I even seen any Megas before this? I have not. Oh, I'm actually surprised they snuck Megas on here. So Baneri's pretty simple. Lopunny is pretty good. And Mega Lopunny, I actually like it a little bit better. So yeah, Baneri is just a basic bunny. You know, but you know, you get the idea that they've kind of got like a cheerleader aesthetic with, you know, little pom-pom hands. And it looks like they got little boots too, whereas this one looks like it's got a little like sweatpants. And it looks like it's got little hairs and, you know, little ponytails. So it kind of gives you the idea of, you know, someone exercising. Mismagius is a really good design. I love it. So what they did with this, they took Misdreavus and they made it look so much better. Misdreavus is a pretty cool Pokemon, but with this, they gave it a little witch hat. They gave it, you know, they gave it like a little, almost looks like a dress. But yeah, this thing looks amazing. Haunch Crow is also an amazing Pokemon. I love this thing's design. I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to put that up here. They made it like have a little boss-looking hat. It kind of fits the aesthetic of like a mob boss. Glameow is interesting. I like it. They could have went with the simple cat, but they gave it like a swirly tail to make it stand out. And per ugly, it's all right. I feel like I like Glameow's design a little bit better, but per ugly works too. Chingling's a pretty simple design. I feel like it sits here somewhere with the other designs that are pretty simple, but above the goofier looking designs. So in here we got Stunky and Skuntank. Skunky, I do think that's a nice simple design. The Skuntank looks really cool. They could have went with a simple skunk, but they actually gave it something like, you know, its tail is like locked up on its head, and it actually like shoots from the tip of its tail, so it almost does give the aesthetic of a tank. I do like that design. So Bronzor, this thing's pretty simple. Yeah, it's a simple design too. I do like. Okay, I feel like this actually goes up here a little bit. It has. I mean, you get the idea. It's supposed to be a mirror. That's what it's supposed to be. I don't know if they like really convey that. Maybe on the back it looks a little bit more mirrory, like a mirror. I mean, not mirrory. That's not even a word. But I do like its design. And then Bronzong is a really cool design. I'm gonna put that up here. That thing looks cool. I like its little red eyes. I like how it's got little arms, you know, for the little, where they would hang the bell. Yeah, I really like that. Bonsly. It's pretty simple. They basically what they did was they were like, let's give Sudowoodo a pre-evolution, and they basically made what you would expect it to look like. Mime Junior, they did pretty much the same. I like how it's got a little bit different color scheme than Mr. Mime, but you know, it's basically the same. Peony is also simple. A lot of these baby Pokemon they did in Gen 4 are pretty simple, like really simple Pokemon. Chat Tot, I like the idea of like a parrot Pokemon. And it's got a little music note, so it gives you the idea of this is a parrot, it can sing. I think in Gen 4, you could actually use the microphone too, and input like a recording for its chatter move. So I remember that being a thing, and I always thought that was really cool. Now Spiritomb, this thing isn't cool. I feel like it sits here somewhere. I don't know if it's like S tier, but it sits here. It is like a really cool design. It's got a cool color scheme. I like how it's got, you know, the green in it. That shade of purple. It has like the crazy eyes, and it's basically like a ghost that's trapped in the pot. I love that design. Gibble is a pretty simple design. I feel like it sits down here somewhere. Gabite is probably down. It's below Gibble. I feel like Gibble's a little bit higher than Gabite. But Garchomp is where it's at. So this guy gets up here. So yeah, his pre-evolutions are pretty simple. You know, Gabite's kind of goofy looking. Basically what they did was they had the baby and the Garchomp, and they were like, let's find a way in between, and that's how they got Gabite. But Garchomp's amazing. This thing looks so cool, and they even got Mega Garchomp here, who I also think is an amazing design. I feel like they both sit up here pretty well. Yeah, this thing is like, it's basically like a land shark dragon, I guess. It's got the wings, the claws. It's got like a really cool color scheme here. The really vivid red and like the purple, the yellow. It just all works together to just give a very striking Pokemon. Munchlax is basically pretty simple. It's basically make a baby Snorlax. I'll put it down here, I guess. Yeah, there. Riolu. This thing looks pretty cool. I always thought it was cool. Lucario's a really good design. This thing, I guess, is based off Anubis. And I can see that. It's even got like the little metal spike in its paw, so you know that it's a steel type. Mega Lucario is up here too. I don't know if I give it Lucario level of coolness of its design, but it's up here too. This thing's got like dreadlocks going on. It looks more like it's got a little bit more fur going on. Hippopotas and Hippodon. So these are good designs too. I really like Hippodon really well. I like this thing's design. You think about Hippo Pokemon, you think that they would just make it a water type. But instead what they did was made it a ground type, and I actually think that's a really cool idea. Whereas, hippos, they like hide out in the river, and they like, come out of the water. Instead, in Pokemon, the hippos live in sand, and they'll come out at you while you're standing on the sand. It's a really cool design they've got right there. Skarupi. This thing's a cool design. Instead of just a simple scorpion, instead it's got like little pincers on its back. It's got like little pokers. Instead of like pinchers on its front, it's got little pokers. I think that's an interesting thing that they basically switched it, for a scorpion. And then Drapion, this thing is pretty cool. I like this design a lot. It's basically got pinchers all over. It's got this little like side fangs, I guess, is what it is. It's like little spikes on the side of its mouth. I think that's really cool. We got Krogunk and Toxicroak next. This thing's pretty cool. I like it. But Krogunk, yeah, this thing goes up here. That thing is like a really cool design. I like some sometimes I like the Pokemon that you can't guess their typing just by looking at them. I mean, you can guess poison pretty easily on this, but unless you know it, you wouldn't guess that it's a fighting type. Same thing with this thing. I guess the little band on its belly gives the idea of wrapping, so it's like those little wraps that they wrap around their fist, I guess. Carnivine, it's got a very interesting design. I'll give it that, but no, I feel like it's more mid-tier. Okay, so Finion and Luminion. This thing's like boring. It's basically a fish. I feel like it's below Burmy. Luminion's a little bit higher, but it's lower on it. Mantike, I don't really like this thing. It's just a baby Mantine. And I feel like Mantine's a Pokemon that didn't really need a baby form. I think it was just fine as like, its own Pokemon. I feel like it's a little bit higher than Luminion though. Snover's a cool design. I like that design. It's basically like a tree with snow on it. And you could see that. You could see like, the little pine up here. A little bit of leaves sticking out. The trunk. Abomasnow is pretty cool. I'll put it up here. Yeah, that's a really good design. Some of Gen 4's Pokemon have really good designs, and Abomasnow is one of them. I feel like it's probably up here, actually. Yeah, I feel like it sits here with Infernape. But yeah, that's a really good design. And then Mega Abomasnow, I feel like it's actually not as high as its base counterpart, but it's not the worst design. I feel like its base is, you know, a little bit better design. Next up, we got Weavile. This thing is a really good design. I'm gonna stick it right here. You know, they did a really good job with an evolution for Sneasel. It's got like a fuller bit of feathers, I guess that's what it is. And you know, this thing actually does look pretty threatening. Sneasel doesn't look that threatening as a Pokemon. But its evolution, this thing's got like huge claws and everything. It's one of those Pokemon that it has a typing that you wouldn't guess by just looking at it. And you could probably guess dark, but probably not ice, you know. Magnezone's a really cool design. I like it. I feel like it sits here. They did a really good job at designing an evolution for Magneton. You know, instead of just adding more Magnemites to make like you know, 5 Magnemites to make a Magnezone, they actually combined the individual Magnemites to create something bigger. And I like that. I like that idea better than, you know, what they did with Magnemite to Magneton. I like what they did with Magnezone. Licky Licky's a lower design. Yeah, I don't like this design. One thing I don't understand is why they put little like a Wi-Fi signal on its belly. I don't understand that really. I don't get why they did that. I guess they wanted to show, you know, the Gen 4 as Wi-Fi, but you know, why make a Pokemon where its whole design just reflects that? It's got like a little bib on, I guess. It's got this weird swirly on its head. I mean, Lickitung's not the greatest design, but I feel like Lickitung works better than Licky Licky. Licky Licky just, if you saw this in the real world, like, I couldn't even picture how it would even walk with, you know, such stubby legs like that. Ryperio is an amazing Pokemon. This thing has an amazing design. I feel like it's, I don't know, I feel like it's up here, actually. What they did was they made an evolution for Rhydon. And it's like, you think about Rhydon, how do you make an evolution to that? Well, I think they figured a good way. They made it like even bulkier. They put like rocks that are on its body like that. They gave it an extra horn. They made it, like, you know, it's got like rocks coming off. It's even got like a tail that looks like a giant wrecking ball. Yeah, they did a really good job at this thing, and this is just an amazing design for a Pokemon. Tangrowth is pretty cool. I do like it. You know, Tangela it's kind of hard to design something to evolve from Tangela because it's just a bunch of vines. But, you know, I think they did a good job. They added more vines, but they actually gave it hands too. And the hands got, like, you know, little fingertips that are got like a reddish color. It's got little feet too. Yeah, I like this thing. I actually feel like it's probably down here though. I don't feel like it sits up here. So Electivire, this thing's cool. I feel like this is up here. Looking at this thing, it's got like extra tails. It's got it's just fluffier than Electabuzz. You could tell this evolved from Electabuzz, and it's just so cool looking. I like the idea of it's got like all these little tails that are actually like wires coming off its body. It's got like, you know, big hands, claws. And I like its color scheme too. Yellow and black. Magmortar is another good one. Up here, they did a really good job with most of their Gen 1 evolutions and Gen 2 over here. But yeah, Magmortar is really cool. These arms that it's got also work as cannons. And when you use it in battle, you can actually see it, like, you know, using its cannon arms to shoot at things. But yeah, this is a really cool design. It's got, like, you know, fire coming off. Instead of, you know, a big beak like Magmar or bill, because it looks kind of like a duck. It's got like a smaller bill, and it kind of makes me think of, you know, what it makes me think of is, like, you know, Dragon Ball Z. You know, you'd see like they'd fight some enemy that's got like this big bill, and then he's like, "This isn't my final form," and he's got a smaller bill. He's more threatening because of that smaller bill, because he's more sleek. I don't know. Togekiss is a good design. I like it. I feel like it sits up here with these guys. It's like, how do you make an evolution for Togetic? Give it huge wings, make it look all happy. It loses its arms, but I feel like it looks really nice how it, you know, how they've done it. It still has that little triangle design that Togepi carries. It's got like different colored, what are these spines on its head? Yeah, because Togepi is basically known as the Spike Ball Pokemon. It's got like 3 spikes on its head. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 white. Yanmega is a pretty cool design. I feel like it sits here, though. I don't think it's like crazy out. Like, there's so many things they could have probably done with a Yanma evolution. One thing is give it the bug dragon type. I would love that, but basically they just made a bigger dragonfly. I mean, its eyes do look pretty cool, but I feel like they could have went a little bit more with it, you know? Leafeon's a really good design. I feel like it sits here somewhere. That's a really nice design. Glaceon probably sits over here too. Actually, I feel like it sits down here. I feel like it's up higher than that. So yeah, these evolutions are really nice looking. I really like their design. I like, you know, how it's got like it almost looks like hair on it. It's got like little, I don't know what you'd call hair that comes off the side like that. I like that. And this right here has a really, it's got like a little leaf that comes off like right there. Gliscor is a pretty cool design too. I like this thing. I feel like it's not as mind-blowing as these, but it's pretty good. I actually feel like Togekiss probably sits right here, actually. Because these are actually better designs. But yeah, I think Gliscor sits pretty comfortably here. Mammothswine. Oh, man, this thing's up here. Mammothswine's an amazing Pokemon. Actually, why have I got Luxray up front? Luxray doesn't need to be up front. I need to adjust this S tier. I've just been throwing things in the S tier without, you know, thinking about it. I've just been throwing them up there. But yeah, I feel like that's better. But yeah, Mammothswine is amazing design. What do you do with a mammoth? Well, they just took Piloswine, which is like a big pig Pokemon, and they just turned that into their mammoth Pokemon, which I guess makes sense because Swinub's like a pig Pokemon. I feel like Piloswine's more inspired by Yaks, based on how big, and it has like a big hump on its back. So where do you go from like a yak? Well, let's just go all the way to mammoth. This thing is nice. Basically a mammoth without a trunk. Okay. Sorry about that. Luckily we caught it pretty quickly. I don't know where it cut out. I don't know exactly where it cut out, but thank you for telling me not another gaming channel. But anyway, yeah, Frostlass, it's good. It's got like a feminine form. It's ghostly too. I really like it. Now we're talking about the Rotoms. How do I score or rank the Rotoms? I don't know. I don't know how, because they're basically just appliances, but I do like how they look. I do like how they look. I don't have to rank them separately though. So we're gonna give the base Rotom. I like this design. Gives you the idea of it's like a little spirit that can possess electric appliances. Heat Rotom, that's really cool. Basically a toaster oven that's been taken over. Washing machine. I feel like these are all up here. Yeah. I gotta put all these up here. I feel like, though, I don't know if I want to put this one up here. I'm gonna put that there, actually. I like it, but I think these are way better. Let me put all these up here. Okay, so obviously, Mo Rotom is the best design. Because, I mean, these got little mouths. This one, his mouth is a part of his design. I really like that. I think he's the best one. Out of these, we'll probably put Frost a little bit lower. I like Washing Machine Rotom. Really cool. I like the Heat Rotom. They both are pretty much on par. Rotom Wash is probably a little bit higher. This one looks cool too. You know, I like the idea of, appliances being haunted, and I like how, their color reflects the different forms. You got green for Rotom Mo, you got the Wash one with blue, Heat has red. Instead of doing like a cyan or a light blue, what they did was go for purple for the Frost. So I feel like that actually, because they could have went like, with a really light blue, and it would have been easy for them to do that. But they did it so interestingly. They were like, let's make it purple. I like how, because they could have went with like a blue with this too, but they went yellow. So I'll put it there. I feel like, though, it's still not enough to bring it up higher than its base form. So, yeah, that's what I feel with these. This one is obviously the best of them. Actually, I feel like design-wise, it's up here. I don't know if I want to put it up there. It's up here with these guys, actually. Yeah, we'll stick them there. I like having them there. Look at that. That smile. That just sells me. Alright, where are we at now? Ooxy. We're at the legendary pixies, I guess they're called. So we're gonna start with Ooxy. I like Ooxy. Out of these three, we got Ooxy, Mesprit, and Azelf. I feel like Ooxy's a little bit. I like Ooxy quite a bit. Because it's the defensive of the three, and you can tell that just by looking at it. It's got like this big dome skull thing going on. You can obviously tell it's. I mean, not obviously, but you can sort of get the idea it's more defensive. We also have Mesprit. Don't remember what this one is stat-wise, best stat. I think this is more of a balanced one. But I'll put it here. It's not mind-blowing. I think Ooxy's the best out of the three, and then Azelf's down here too. They're pretty much the same. Actually, I feel like they're best in the C tier. Because, I mean, they are interesting, but Ooxy just way better than the other two. Because, I mean, you can't really tell much about their stats by looking at Ooxy. You just look at that and you're like, oh, that's the defensive one. I feel like they did better on that one. Alright, now we're in the cover legendaries. I love Dialga's design. I feel like it's up here somewhere. I feel like it's right here. Actually right here. I feel like you might be a little bit too high for your position. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I love Dialga's design. It is a dragon steel type, so you get like the metal on its back. The metal on its back is supposed to also represent like gears, kind of like in a clock. Really like that. It's got the little diamond on its chest. It's like you see this thing and like, I mean, looking at all these Pokemon I've already ranked, you could tell that this thing stands out. You could tell that this thing is meant to be like a legendary just by looking at it. And Palkia also is up here. I feel like Palkia is a little bit higher though. And I'm going to explain why I feel like Palkia is just a little bit higher than Dialga. Dialga is really good. But Palkia, this thing is meant to represent space. It's supposed to be like a space god. And when I think of space, I think about all the clouds of gas, like the nebula that's up there. And a lot of those are like pinkish. So we got Palkia with, pink on its body. It also has like this pearl on its shoulder. I do have to say it's really cool how it's got like wings too. Almost looks like wings. And this is actually a water dragon type. So most of the time, I'm giving them scores based off, I give them, I'm like, you can see that it's a steel type with the steel there. But there's nothing that really says it's a water type. But based on its theming, it's a space Pokemon. And, it's like the fabric of space. It's kind of like water if you think about it. So I think it makes sense how it's like, water dragon. And they did a really cool, on its color scheme. It's a really cool color scheme. And this is another one that you can just look at and tell. Actually, I feel like Dialga does deserve be an S tier. Luxray's up here though. Yeah. I like that a little bit better. Heatran's really good. I like Heatran. I do feel like it might be S tier. Because it's basically like a magma Pokemon that's got some steel on it that's cooled off. And Fire Steel's a really cool typing. It's not as groundbreaking as Water Steel, but I do like Fire Steel. You can get the sense that it's a Fire Steel Pokemon. It kind of has like some sort of, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like an alien look to it. How it's got it's kind of like a giant reptile. It looks very reptilian. That's what I'm trying to say. It looks very reptilian with its arms on its side like that. And I do like the idea of, a fiery reptile that just comes out of the magma. Regigigas. I do like this thing. I do like its design. I'll put it right here. Basically, how do you make the strongest of all the Regis? Well, you make it look like this, I guess. And they did a good job at making it look old. Like, it's got, like, moss growing on its legs and on its back. It's got the slow start ability because I guess it's been, like, put away for so long that, it takes it a while to get it started back up. And they did a good job at putting moss on it to show that it's been in there for a while. And you get the idea that it's stronger than the other Regis because it's got these little colors going down. And of course, it's got the Regi face. It's basically Braille, but it's got colors going on too. I really like that. Oh, we've got 2 Giratinas. So I really like the Giratinas too. I'm gonna put Giratina there. Yeah, let's stick Giratina there. I like the 6-legged form. I think this is... I forgot. This one's the origin form. But I forgot what this one's called. But anyway, this is like the base form. I think basically it is. And I like how its wings are also like, looks like claws. I really like that. I like its idea that it's supposed to be like the devil of Pokemon. So we've got like 6 legs, 6 claws, 6 rings on its neck. It's got a red eye that looks like it's in the shadows. And you can actually look at that and tell it is a ghost type, you know. I really like that one. And then the origin form is up here too. I don't know which one I like better. I like how unique that looks, but this one looks unique too. I actually think this is a little bit higher. Just because, you know, you see this thing, you know its legs kind of make it look a little goofy. But if you see these legs go into its body and where they're just spikes and you just see it flying around like that, you know that this thing's a threat. And instead of, you know, claws like that, it's like individual claws. I think this thing looks amazing. I'm going to stick it up here, actually. This thing looks so cool. Cresselia is a really good design. But I feel like it's probably in here somewhere. Yeah, I do like its design. Basically a moon duck. You can see these almost look like little hands, but they're like little rings around its body. I was about to say Darkrai. We're not there yet. We're at Manaphy and Fion. Which one's which? I think Fion's first. Let me make sure, because they're very similar in design. So yeah, Fion's the first one. Fion's, I feel like Fion going to be down here, because Manaphy's the main one, you know. Manaphy's the one that, you know, we're going to go with. Manaphy's pretty decent, you know. It's like a little water spirit, but it's not the greatest. I'm going to put it here. But Fion is just a copy of Manaphy, but with one, like, without legs. That's basically it. You know, Manaphy has, like, a little bit more going on. They were like, let's make Fion, but less. Darkrai. This is a cool Pokemon. I like it. I feel like, where do I put this thing? I feel like it's in A tier somewhere, up high A tier. Yeah, I feel comfortable putting it there. So yeah, this thing is pretty threatening looking. It's supposed to be like a bad dream Pokemon. Looking at it though, it does make you think it's a ghost type. This thing is pure dark type, but looking at it, it makes you think, hey, that's a ghost type. Now, I've actually seen people on online battles confusing it for a ghost type and trying to use ghost type moves on it. But yeah, this thing does have really cool design. You could just imagine this thing being like the god of bad dreams or something. And I do like its color scheme. It's got like the you know, the white hair, black, and it's got like a red, what is that, like a ring around its neck? That looks pretty cool. Alright, now we got the Shamans, and this thing's pretty cute. I'm going to put it down here, though. And then I'll put this one down here. They're not the greatest designs, but they're pretty cool. I like this one a little bit better, I think. Because, I mean, it's basically a grass hedgehog. It's a hedgehog. A hedgehog. I like that. It's got this little flower on it. It's really nice. You want to guess that it's a legendary just by looking at it. You would think a legendary would, like, you know, look more like these, but it is a legendary. This thing, I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be representative of. I don't know much about whatever legend they've based Shaman, the flying form off of. It does look kind of unique, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. Last up is Arceus. This thing is pretty cool. I'm gonna put it up here with the gods. You can just tell there's something about Arceus that actually, you know, you see it in a lineup with all the legendaries. You could pick out Arceus has something, or Arceus that has something that the others don't have. It just looks more regal. I don't know if it's like the gold ring around its body, but it looks regal, and at the same time, it also looks very graceful because it's got these little toes that it can slowly just touch the ground with. So it has different things that they were able to do. They made it look mysterious. It's got this weird cloud hair thing. They made it look powerful. You look at its face, it just looks crazy powerful. They made it look regal with this golden ring around it. And they also made it look graceful. They did so much with this. I'm putting this on the top. I'm putting that on top. They were able to do so much in one Pokemon design. Not only that, this was supposed to be the big guns of the Pokemon design, and they were able to pull it off. They did it. They made this thing do so many things. So, yeah, this is basically... I'm going to try to resize this little thing over here real quick. So, you can see the whole thing. Alright, so, this is basically my tiering of all the Sinnoh Pokemon based off of their designs. Of course, this is all my opinion. I'm not actually, you know, like a graphic designer or anything. But this is, I feel like this is probably a pretty decent ranking. So anyway, we're going to exit off here soon.